Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Nerf Rival Curve Shot Flex. This blaster came out in 2021 as part of the Curve Shot subline of Nerf Rival, and this blaster was purchased at Big Lots for $16.99 USD. And I did some research on this blaster's original retail price when it first came out in 2021, and according to the unofficial Nerf wiki, it originally retailed for $14.99 USD. Though its current retail price has increased as of 2023 to $16.99 USD. Other pricings on this blaster from other major retailers is around $20. Amazon's selling it for $19.79 USD. So those are just some things to keep in mind if you are interested in picking up this blaster. The blaster includes 5 rival rounds. It also has 8 round storage. It's spring powered and claims speeds up to 90 FPS. It also includes the Curve Shot main gimmick, which is this rotatable barrel where you can rotate it to fire left, right, straight, or downward. I guess if you want to have a sharp arc to hit someone behind cover, which is how they illustrate here. And his recommended age is ages 14 plus. So with that all the way, let's get this thing out of the box and see what's inside. Alright, so here we have the Flex out of the box. Let's start off with our instructions. These instructions should tell you all the features of the blaster, how to load it, how to fire it, and also about the rotating barrel gimmick. We also have our Nerf Rival high impact rounds. These are the yellow ones that a lot of the other rival blasters come with. You get 5 of these. And now onto the Flex itself. So the Flex is a very simple bottom prime blaster. Pull the charging handle down, and it primes the blaster, makes it ready to fire. It also opens up the chamber by pushing the barrel forward. So once it's open, you can insert your rival rounds like so, push the barrel down, and pull the trigger to fire. The Flex also has a trigger lock where pushing up engages it, preventing the trigger from being pulled, and you can disengage it by pushing it downward. We also have our 8 round storage, 4 on each side. You can just take your rival rounds and insert them into the side like so. They don't seem to be going anywhere. That's pretty cool, pretty handy for a single shot blaster like this. And before I completely forget, we also have our barrel gimmick here, a rotating muzzle gimmick, where we can rotate our muzzle at different increments to change the trajectory of the shots. We'll see how that works out when we get to our tests. So without further ado, we'll take this thing out on the range and see how it fares. Alright, so here we are down on the range. We're going to start off with our distance test. And as usual, for context, the chicken marks 25 feet, the swan marks 35 feet, the frog marks 40 feet, and the far back wall marks 50 feet from where I'm standing. We're going to start off by firing the standard high impact rounds. And then after that, we're going to move on to the AccuStrike rounds. I don't know if these are called AccuStrike, but they're the quote-unquote more accurate rival rounds. So we're going to see if those fare any better. Also, during these tests, I'm going to try out the round storage. So one side will be filled with the high impact, and the other side will be the accurate ones. No idea what they're called. I should probably look them up. Okay, they're called Accu rounds, is what they call them. So for the distance test, we're also going to see how well the rotating muzzle gimmick works. And to do that, we're going to be firing 3 rounds per position. So we'll see how it fares. So we're going to start off by firing it straight. You're going to see how this fares. When rounds at 45 feet. Hit the wall. All right, we're going to position it to the left. Okay. There is some form of curvature there. Let me see it again. Right around the 25 foot mark, it begins to change trajectory. Yeah, right around 25 feet, it changed trajectory. Okay, this one's probably not going to do so well. We're going to be firing to the right. So it's most likely just going to hit the wall. So we'll see how that works. Let's Surprisingly, it does not, except okay, it's curving around the side over there, side of the house. Okay, so it's a tight enough turn, so it's not just gonna run into the walls, so that's pretty cool. Now we're going to aim it downward to see how the curvature goes. More or less just to see how far it actually goes. Oh, straight down. That one, like, I think maybe 30 feet is what we're getting. Yeah, that's pretty dramatic. That's pretty dramatic. Yeah, a little bit like 30 to like 20, 25-ish or beyond 25. Kind of interesting. The gimmick actually seems to work. All right, let's move on to the Accu rounds. Once again, 3 going straight, hit the wall. That actually hit the 50-foot mark. That one curved to the left. Now we're positioning it to shoot left. Feels like it's doing about the same, 25 feet, and it begins to curve. Okay, to the right. Okay, that one hit the wall. That one didn't go around the house, that one hit the wall. Okay, also hit the wall. And now lastly, we're going straight down. Right around the same kind of place. 30 to 35 feet. That one was a little less than 30. Okay, so the rotating muzzle gimmick actually kind of works well enough to justify its existence. It sounds kind of mean, but though I don't see its the utility of it, because like you just gotta get, I guess you gotta get really practice with it to make any use of it, but like I said, it does work. So at least there's that. So let's move on to the accuracy test and see if we can hit anything with this. All right, so here we are at the accuracy test. Here we have our targets set up over there, and we're gonna go see if the flex is accurate. Now, for the sake of my sanity and the length of this video, I'm actually going to just fire it straight. We're not gonna try to curve the blaster to hit any targets. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video doing some trick shots. Old Dude Perfect style, right? But yeah, we're just gonna be firing it straight, and I'm gonna be firing 5 shots each. And we're gonna start off with the high impact rounds first. And by the way, that is your sight picture. And also your muzzle also changes the sight picture of it depending on where it's angled. So let's see if I hit anything. I might actually have to reset the targets because of, yeah, okay. I'm gonna set those up again, and then we're gonna fire the Accu rounds. Okay, so I set up most of the targets. Now we're gonna move on to our Accu rounds. Once again, we're gonna fire 5 shots each. Oh, that was too high. And I missed. Okay. Accu rounds do appear to be a little bit more finicky. Not sure if it's just me or the way these Accu rounds are structured. Seems to be fairly accurate. Because I'm curious on how fast this thing's going to be shooting, and also because it has some speed claims on it, I'm just going to move on to a speed test just to see if the 90 feet per second is true. All right, here we are back at the table, going to be talking about the flex. You're probably wondering what happened to the speed test. Well, my chronograph decided to stop working. I have no idea why. I'm thinking it's the batteries, but I don't have any more 9 volts. So, but once I get it working, I will be doing a speed test on this blaster and posting it as a short on my channel, hopefully sooner than later. But for now, let's talk about the flex. Overall, the flex I think is pretty good. It's not like mind-blowing or exciting by any means. I mean, it is a single-shot rifle blaster, you know, a rival jolt, you know, little jolt reskin thing. You know, it works. It's fairly accurate and pretty straight shooting. It shoots relatively far for what it is, you know. And it does have a gimmick that works fairly well. The grip is fairly comfortable. I had no discomfort for my time using this blaster. The trigger is also pretty nice. It's not too heavy. It's a pretty good trigger. I also like the included round storage. None of the rounds fell out during any of the tests. That's pretty nice. If I have one complaint about this blaster, it's definitely its charging handle. This thing is a little bit, you know, squishy, soft, if you would. Not sure how long that will last, considering this thing has a pretty heavy spring on it. We'll have to see how long that lasts. But with that all being said, though, would I recommend picking up the Flex? Well, I guess it all comes down to if you really want the barrel gimmick, right? If you are one of those people who like the idea of a, ability to curve your rounds, this is a pretty good option, though I would highly recommend picking this up on sale. Those current $20 price tags that these companies are selling it for is way too much. This thing is worth more like at most $15. But yeah, get this on sale if you really want this kind of barrel gimmick. But if you're looking for a rival blaster that's just, single shot, rival jolts, if you would, there are probably better options out there, more compact and more simplified options out there. One that comes to mind is the Fate. Well, it's not really a jolt because of the charging handle being in the back. I still feel like that's just a better option, in my opinion. They also have the Pilot. I don't own one of those, but I've heard it's pretty good, I guess. At least people mod the heck out of it. But, there's also that option. And if you can get your hands on one, the Knockout. I do like the Knockout a little bit more than this. Those are just my thoughts on this blaster. Comment your thoughts about this blaster down below. Do you have one, and do you like the barrel gimmick? Let me know. Also, comment down below what else you want to see on the channel. Still looking for ideas for future content. I'm kind of running out of blasters to review that are interesting. So yeah, be sure to leave those in the comments down below. Be sure to check out my review on the Nerf Elite 2.0 Lock and Load pack. That blaster broke twice during that review, so it's pretty interesting. Also, be sure to check out my other reviews. I'll have both those linked at the end of the video. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.